words of faith, hope, and love for the journey of life and the journey of faith. I want to just say a few things about the Bible. This is really the book that I read the most and I think about the most as a pastor, as a leader of a church community. I think for many people, the Bible can be complicated. The Bible's a big book. The Bible, certain parts are very difficult to understand. One of the things I've learned over the years is, for me, it's been very helpful to see the Bible as a story. So one story, it's got lots of different stories in it, lots of different elements, but it's been helpful to think, okay, how does this part that I'm maybe having a difficult time with understanding, how does it fit in with the rest of the story? So there are still parts of the Bible that I struggle with as I read it and try to understand it. But it's been helpful to think from beginning to end, there's one main story being told, and there is one main character in the story from beginning to end. And I'm convinced that main character is Jesus Christ, or Jesus the Messiah. So I'm sometimes on the hunt looking for Jesus in places where, of course, he's obviously in the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But then also there are places in the Old Testament, there's a large part of the Bible before the birth of Jesus. And then, of course, after the ministry of Jesus in the early church, I'm looking for places where maybe it's obvious, and then a lot of places where it's not right away obvious, but I'm trying to find him. And as I think about the Bible as a story, one of the words that's come to me recently in terms of what kind of story is this, and there's many words we could use, but one word that I like to use is this is an explosive story. It's an explosive story. It's meant to, if we hear the story right, it's meant to kind of shake us and kind of rock us and sometimes make us feel like, whoa, what was just told to me? I don't have this response as often as I should, and sometimes maybe even for those of us who've been believers or Christians for a number of years, maybe that starts to wane. We aren't as shocked by what we read in the Bible, but even that it's one story, if we can get a sense of that could be shocking for some people, explosive. But certainly Jesus at the center of the story. And then one of the things Jesus says over and over again to people, follow me. Follow me. Which I know we can just read that and kind of keep going with the story, or we can hear that and say, man, that's explosive. Because Jesus is not saying follow this book or follow this religion or follow this philosophy. But he's always calling people to himself, me and you as well. And he's never saying, oh, come follow me so that I can show you something else. He's saying, come follow me and I want to show you me. I want to show you my heart. I want to show you my ministry. I want to draw you to myself. And I find that explosive because in the church, we aren't trying to really even sell the church or sell a religion. We're not really trying to sell anything. There's nothing for sale. We're trying to present or show or tell or highlight this person, this Jesus, this Messiah who calls all of us to follow him. So it's like Jesus in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 1, verse 17, where he sees these fishermen by the Sea of Galilee, and he says, come follow me, and I will send you out to fish for people. So come follow me, learn from me, be close to me, and in that encounter, I'm going to change you and no longer fishing for fish. You're going to fish for people. You're going to be part of the ministry